I want you. I mean, I'm doing what I said I built this platform on. And it's sometimes having those uncomfortable conversations. And one of these topics tonight is I'm going to dabble in, and I know it's going to be a little uncomfortable. Stay on the block. Okay? It's But it's not right. Brittany, I'm so sorry that you had to experience this. I just don't even have words. But you're an amazing woman. And I'm sorry, Kenya, when you tried to justify and say she signed a lease and it's just documentation, I'm sorry, it's not. Brittany buried what she wanted to have buried and sealed to never be opened, no matter what the case may be. So whatever private investigator you hired is illegal, and they did what they did because they knew how to get beyond the gates of what she put on them. And you wanted that because you wanted to go to hell, like Cynthia said. So it wasn't. You were forced out. Said earlier, like, you didn't come out, you were forced out, right? But before that time, was there ever a fear? And if the fear existed, what caused the fear?
People!
Mm-hmm. What was the reaction from your congregation and peers in the ministry? What is one thing you wish people would stop saying to the gay men of faith?
Or whatever the case may be, I'm not afraid of my past. Yeah. I was outed when I was younger. Okay. I was a teenager when one of the molesters had a mental health disorder, and here we clearly one of this. That's what I said.
You would say that you never came. Okay. So this is the real the raw. You said she knew, but to other people or to other conversations, maybe that was never told. And so they say you were preaching on Sundays while secretly knowing that you were gay. You were afraid that God wouldn't love you anymore once you lived in your truth. When you say you hurt her, would you say it was lies and deceit that hurt her? I mean, without going, what hurt more, losing family or living a life that wasn't yours?
I didn't understand them because I was molested and raped so often as a child. Let's be clear that boundaries were something I couldn't even access because my body was a plaything for everybody to toss back and forth, and the different people who did. So, living in line with their understanding of God. But I don't live according to your understanding of God. I live according to what God is saying to me. And all of us should do that, but we live in a world that teaches us that we have to pick either or, and you don't want to live in a world that your or is not my and.
Is church more upset that you came out or that you were honest? Can gay men still be called by God? It's Thursday. Hey, y'all. What's going on? Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Y'all know I'm ready. What's going on? What's going on? Listen. All right. I reached back in the back of that refrigerator, and I got that good old red wine for tonight. All right. We are here. Hey, y'all. All right. This was a good week for your boy over here. Did you guys catch the interview on Tuesday? Did we do that Tuesday? Today's Thursday. Yes, Tuesday from Pride to Pulpit, which you saw a preview of that just started in the clip there. Amazing interview. Yes, it was 2 hours, but it was an amazing conversation. And I'm going to tell y'all something. The way I sat there and I chopped that up right there, that I chopped up right there, for y'all to get that interview, and you seen that 1 minute and what, something, I picked some good clips. I know what I'm doing over here, okay, y'all? But those were just the that interview was amazing. Shout out to Greg over there, Greg Trey Harris. Shout out to him for coming and blessing the Untold Conversations first conversation. I truly enjoyed that conversation. It was really one for the books. So I really am excited about more that I have coming. The crew is in the building. What's going on, y'all? Kay's confessional conversation with Kay. Maybe we should collab and do something. How's it going, Kay? Welcome to Conversation with Kay. Tonight is late night conversation, but welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining us tonight. I don't know how you came across my page, but thank you for coming. Hopefully you stay to enjoy the show. We're jam-packed. We have a lot to talk about, okay? If you didn't see the title, there it is. Okay, we're going to talk about Glorilla, okay? Now look, explosive drama on Basketball Wives, RICO charges, and Glorilla legals. Woo! Okay? Whoa. And the T app, y'all. We're going to save the T app for at the end, okay? Because I need everybody to be in the room. But from Jackie Christie and her daughter to Cash Out, the artist, because I'm trying to understand how he got a RICO and Diddy didn't. Y'all know that is the only reason why I'm going there with him. And we'll probably start off with him first because it's a quick hit it and, you know, just my piece, you know. Fortunately, ain't nothing we can really talk about. He's already charged with it. And then we're going to talk about Glorilla. Glorilla had a situation. She got another mug shot. But it ain't Glow's fault, okay? So we're not about to blame Glow. And then after that, we're going to wrap up the show with the tea. Now that's tea, boo. Now that's tea, boo. Now that's tea. This tea app it has y'all in a frenzy, okay? Ooh, and y'all like probably wondering, well, how do you know about the tea app? You ain't supposed to know. Well, baby, listen. Okay, every girl has a good gay Judy, all right? So we just get all the tea. We get the tea. And so I got the tea. And listen, fellas, if you want to know if you're on the tea app, hit my inbox for $20, okay? Don't slide into my DMs. Hit my inbox. Hey, bro, Cash App's Conversation with Kay. We can provide you conversation. We do not give you refunds if you're not on the tea. But if there is some tea on you, baby, we'll have every court order down to custody battles, okay? The tea app. Now, they ain't even giving me no paid promotion to do this. But I think that I'm going to... Do you need to know the tea? Because, baby, over there on the tea app, they are giving the girls the tea. Download the T app now, okay? I don't know what it's going to take for y'all to get what you need to get, but the T is going to give you what you need to get. Woo, they're giving the girls the tea. All right, y'all. So, with that, we got a jam-packed show. We got another interview coming up. I'm not going to, well, hey, I'm here. We are going to unpack. We have some more Untold Conversations coming up. I'm lining them up. The way I want to line them up and roll them out is just like I want to keep them coming. And so many asks, what are Untold Conversations? You know, you got so much. You got Conversation with Kay. So here's the thing. Conversation with Kay is the name of the platform, okay? When you want a book, when you see me, the brand is Conversation with Kay. I am Kay, all right? I have late night conversation, which we do every Thursday. We also now have untold conversation. Okay, untold conversations, and that's my interview segment. That's where I get to put it on and sit back and get my Oprah K on. Okay, K Oprah, Copra. Okay, that's where I get my Copra on, and I sit back and I interview. We just dropped our first episode for Untold Conversations, and it was an amazing. Go check out the trailer. If the trailer draws you in, then you can go run the video up. The video's doing great. Thank you. Shout out to my first guest who came and made that such a great success. But I'm ready to keep rolling them out. I have some good ones coming. I got one that I'm going to come to the fellas because I want to talk to someone who's comfortable, not with just the LGBT community, but who he is as a person. His story, I believe, is very powerful and dynamic. Maybe he could answer some questions for these men, especially since his T-app is out. Okay. But it's also going to talk about some mental health things as well. So I got that jam packed in. I'm going to bring him, and I'm also trying to make sure you guys can get to know my celebrities. Okay, these are people that are celebrities in my world because like everybody's out here doing the podcasting thing, and all the celebrities are taking up the celebrities because I don't even know why they wanted to come over here into our land. Y'all didn't like us at first. We were, that's not a job. We were told all these things. Now they're coming over here setting up their mics and going out and getting all their celebrity friends, and they're getting all the good interviews because, of course, they trust them. They know the world they're in. Well, you come over here to Conversation with Kay, I promise I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to wrap you in my arms, okay? And lay you in Portia's bosoms, okay? I'm going to lay you right in Portia's bosoms, okay? Because that's what they're for, right? That's what she said. Love you, Portia. But, I'm going to take care of you over here. So I want to go out and get the stories of those that are our everyday people. And when the doors open up for us to bring in the celebrities, because they will come, okay, I'm going to have that same platform for them. So that's Untold Conversations. And then coming soon, because this won't get a video every time, but we have the podcast, Let's Have a Convo, all right? So I'm really, really excited about all these great things. The podcast is where I just really get to be unapologetically truthful and me. I know y'all say, well, you kind of do that over here on YouTube. Yeah, but I do it with like a PG-13 rating. The podcast, I'm going to completely we're going to be on your doorstep. I just plan to be right on your doorstep. It's a lot we got to talk about. And I think the world needs to start hearing some tough conversations, but they need to be had. These conversations will come from only my experiences, not only, but the how do I say that? These are my experiences, so that's where these conversations are birthed from, okay? These are my opinions. This is my truth. Some of them will be really my life story on family, okay? Because we're all dealing with family in different ways right now. And so I'm going to be over on that podcast. No, I will not be name dropping, okay? I'm in a healed place. I'm in therapy. Now, maybe the 2 years ago, Kay, probably would have been over there on the podcast dropping names and healing at the same time. But we're going to just heal over there and help other people heal and overcome by our power of our testimonies, right? Hallelujah. So that's what that is for. So those are the three things we have really rocking and rolling. I don't want people to get confused on the whole thing. The brand is Conversation with Kay. We have Untold Conversations that'll be airing, and I don't have drop dates. I'm just going to be rolling them out. And then we have Let's Have a Convo that'll be coming out, the podcast, which will be just a time for me to just talk on certain topics. Quick, long, short, deep topics, surface topics, special guests, friends, family, all of that. It's going to be a different thing. And you'll have to catch those on Patreon. So the podcast, we're setting up Patreon. Ooh, y'all got a crook in my neck. I can feel it. We're setting up Patreon, and you're going to have to get a subscription for Patreon. If y'all love me, y'all going to follow me over there, but I'm going to go get a new audience over there. That is just where I don't have no boundaries, okay? And then I have been working on a really big special project. I don't know if they in the building. If y'all in the building, L. If you in the building, A. Make sure y'all throw some L's in the A in the comments. But so for a while now, I've been telling y'all, I'm working on something. I can't talk too much about it. I'm working on something. We doing this. We doing that. Period. Okay. So I have been released to say this much. Okay. I have a name, but they won't let. I can't say the name yet. But me and my best friends will be starring in a show. All right. I am in the works with some amazing people to put together a good, right now, at the tone of how things, I did set a number on how many episodes we were going to do, but L's in the building. There we go. But the way things are going, I think it's going to be a good 5 episodes, okay? It's going to be about being under construction and all the things that come with that. It's going to be very relatable. I think that the 3 of us are your peers. It's not about the fighting. We've got enough baddies. We're bringing y'all real stories. I'm excited, and I'm just saying, like, filming has started, so it as at some points, we're gonna, if you don't see me making a lot of social media presence, it's because YouTube is gonna be for work, and then social media, I'm in the works. We in the works. So we are working on something to drop next year. Okay. And I don't have, all I can say is to drop next year when the series, it's going to be a YouTube series. Okay. Because let's call a thing. YouTube is the new television. And so it will partially show clips on YouTube, but it's going to be, a Patreon series, because Patreon, you can just do so much over there. And it's going to be a web series. That's what I meant to say. A lot of the things now are moving into web series. We do have our, of course, reality shows. But if this web series goes right, we'll be pitching it to a few networks and seeing if they'll pick up for season 2 or more, or a different thing. But we're in the works. And so I can't give you too much about it, but I'm really excited about it. L is in the building. I don't know. She's probably out handling things, but I'm really, really excited for you guys to get to know my best friends. And I think you'll get to see our individual lives, because we all do have some individual things going on, but you'll see also the unity, the truthfulness, and just us. It's gonna be good. We sign contracts and things, and so moving forward, like, filming it's green lighted, and we getting ready to start filming. So that's all I can give y'all. When I can give y'all more, I will give y'all more, but just look forward to next year. It's gonna be a good year. All right. So I'm really, really excited about it. It's gonna be a really good thing, and I'm gonna put all that I got into it. Understand right now that we are not on no level of a network of like a Bravo, a Zeus, a TLC, any of those major networks that are so amazing. Now That's TV. We possibly gonna be rolling out a good Tubi vibe for first season, okay? But the authenticness is gonna have you feeling like, oh my God, this needs to be on Zeus or Bravo or TLC, okay, or BET, okay? I don't know, but we gonna make sure you guys are gonna meet some amazing people that I'm connected to. And the thing about this is I'm so excited because if all goes well, right? I can build off of this in so many ways. Like, I'm not about to tell y'all all the things that God has given me because they sitting up here, but you will see them come out. But this is just the first glimpse. Y'all gonna meet some amazing people. And the thing about me is, if you support me and you willing to go with me and you realize that at this moment, I ain't got $1,000 checks to sign out for you and I don't have a dollar check to sign out for you. But if you're willing to go with me, I promise that I'm going to take care of you. And just know that I believe that this is all going to work out. So I'm connecting myself with people that's not looking for a right-away investment return, but they're investing in the investment. And that's all I know. That's why this is going to be good. So, okay, I'm talking too much. All right, y'all. So let's get into some things, right? So, oh, excuse me. So I want to, hold on, wait. Add media, image file. Boom. Okay. All right, y'all. So the first person that we're going to talk about is Cash Out. Cash Out is hold on. I think he is an Atlanta rapper, excuse me. I could be wrong with that, but let me just verify that. Yeah, I don't know where he's from. I could be, yeah, I think he is. Yeah, he's an Atlanta rapper. Okay. So he is an Atlanta rapper. And he just was sentenced to a RICO charge, right? But here's the thing for me. So it says rapper John Michael Hakeem Gibson, okay? They put his name on here, okay? His whole name, known as Cash Out, okay, was sentenced to life in prison plus 70 years after being convicted in a RICO. Now, y'all know what a RICO is, okay? It's the same thing that Diddy was just on charge. A is in the building. The crew is in the building. P, I see you. Ray, L, Auntie, HQ, my people, all of my... They are in the building. That's my crew, y'all. Okay. We just were talking about you. We gave them some little snips of what is to come from LAK. But hey. But all of y'all, I love y'all. I love the crew. Y'all make sure y'all drop crew is in the building in the comments, okay? If you haven't yet, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Like this video right now. All y'all that's in this room, please hit that like button for your boy. Look, we also only need 169 more people on this page. Let me, hold on, because this is a public service announcement. We're going to come right back, Cash Out. Y'all know I jump around. I'm just excited about this, okay? We need only 169 more people, y'all, to be at 500 subscribers. When I hit 500 subscribers over here on YouTube, that gets me into another level of YouTube, okay? Because, right, we only are 500 away from 1,000, so which is a good thing, too. But we need to get to that 500 mark. It helps me unlock some things. I can go live really from YouTube. I'll really be getting into some algorithm. So look, send this video out to your friends, your family, y'all that post me on your YouTube stories. Whenever you see I'm doing something, it's love. You know, if you post me, I post you. That's just how I work now. I can't work for nobody for free. We all trying to get it. And so it don't cost you nothing to post me. So when I see you working for me, I'm going to work for you. If you don't work for me, I don't work for you, but I support your business. So I'll watch, I'll attend, I may, drop a few quarters in there. But hey, I support those who support me. So when you share my videos and you do all that you do, know I see it and I appreciate it and I love it. But we only 169 subscribers away. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do so. But also send this video out. Like this video right now and turn on that notification bell because you don't want to miss a thing. All right. We give you good conversation over here. All right. So back out to it. Now, Cash Out was sentenced to life and then a 70-year sentence after that. And I just was like, dang. I mean, y'all gonna put the hammer on this man, right? Like, what is this? Why did that go to that? Okay, so it says that, and we know what a RICO is, racketeering, influence, and corporate organizations, and sex trafficking. This is what the sad part about this is. This young man didn't have a representation like Diddy. But if you paid attention to the case, wasn't no different. His mama and his sister went down with him. Okay, they got time too. So it's crazy because that was that was them setting up shop. The mother and the sister allegedly were helping him, get everything together. So his charges stem from allegations that Gibson and his mother and his cousin, not his sister, his cousin, had ran a ST enterprise for several years, using descriptions of coercion and to force women into tuition. Okay, ladies of the night, right? They allegedly leveraged Gibby's celebrity stylist to facilitate these crimes. Now, he got charged for the RAPE, for the RICO, for ST, for aggravated sodomy. Okay? Do your research. I can't give you too much. I'm giving you the legal terms, okay? Aggravated assault, pimping, okay? Keeping a place of tuition, keeping a place where the ladies of the night can be, battery, possession of a firearm, doing the commission of a felony, pandering, and willful obstruction of law enforcement officer. Okay, Gibson's mother, Linda, was also sentenced to 30 years in prison on a RICO charge, while his cousin, Tyrone Taylor, received a life sentence plus 70 years for involvement. Prosecutors presented evidence such as text messages from 8 different phones, financial records, and victim testimonies to prove the exploitation of women. This is what I don't get. You had 31 witnesses for Diddy. But for Crash Out, we just had a few witnesses, some cell phones, some text messages. 8 different phones, financial reports, and victim testimony. Didn't say victims. Didn't say multiple victim, but victim. One person. And they slammed this man with the books. He probably had some priors. Okay, we'll give him that. Right? But at the same time, what made his case different? Because from what I'm hearing, okay, let's compare the two. Right? And this is what I didn't like about the Diddy case, because a lot of y'all wanted to say, oh, well, Cassie wasn't getting RAP'd. Why wasn't she? You think that hotel video was the only time she decided she wanted to take off and run? You think that hotel video was the only time that she wasn't uncomfortable or forced to go back to a situation? You don't think she knew, like, okay, there's no way that I can get out of this, so sometimes I gotta just suck this up and do it? I hated to see the way that y'all just made Cassie just seem, and all the celebrities that just wanted to come out and jump on the bandwagon and are now saying, free Diddy. Yes, he has kids to come home to. Yes, they should have their father. But at the same time, right is right and wrong is wrong, just like the colors of the rainbow are the colors of the rainbow. And because Diddy has no priors, I feel like they put a horrible case together on him. He's going to probably get 2 years serving on, because, he's in county. So county is double the time. But let's go down the charges. RAPE. Can you say that happened with both of them? Could you prove it for one, and you could have proved it for both? The RICO, you could have proved it for both. The trafficking, the S trafficking, you could prove that. Okay? Which he did get. Now, aggravated sodomy, I don't know. But baby oil, more oil, that sounds like a little ritual there. Aggravated assault, that's what we saw Cassie go through. Or allegedly that other woman that had a remote control shoved up her pimping. Now, what do they call because if you ask me, Diddy was pimping, okay? And then he was going out and getting them to them, okay. Keeping a place of prostitution. Was he not paying for Jane Doe's 50 Cent baby mama? Was he not paying for, and I give me some 50. That's my guy. But was he not paying for that baby mama's apartment? Still to this day? Don't that sound like keeping a place of prostitution? Sound like it to me. Got keys. Yeah, keys everywhere that Cassie was. Wasn't in her name. Sounds like that's keeping a place to me. See, if the United States of America would have said it this simple for the jury not to get confused over there with this guy, we would have got off something different. So we're not even going to spend too much time on it. I'm sad to see it happen for Cash Out. At this point, it is what it is. There's no more trial. He's already sentenced. He's got to go do his time. Him and his cousins, they got the life and then 70 years after, which I don't even know what that is about. I don't know. On a RICO, can you get good behavior time invested? I don't know. Crew, talk to me. How does that work? I don't know. I don't know if anybody in my crew knows legal, like how that works, but I don't know if he gets out, and I don't know what they tagged on the 70 years. The mama got 30. Okay, so let's see. If she's anywhere over 50, she won't be getting out to her 80s. So let's pray that she is going to stay the course. And it's just sad. I feel like if they would have had a team and a set of lawyers, because here it is, you have a young rapper that had fame, and we do know that a lot of women at the end of this will know what they can get out of it. They get a better, a payout. They can get the money. And I do believe that there is a system out there somewhere that goes out and finds certain women that want to be on the team, and they set these women up to take down these black men. Okay. Yes, they do it to the white ones too, but I feel like they really do it heavy to the black men. And to those that subscribe to that, all power to you. It's not fair. I don't really see how you think that that's a good light to be in, but that's how they're getting them. There's no other way that they're getting them. Because really all these girls want is the money and the fame and a promised career. They don't think to even see this far. I.e. why we created a T app. Ooh, now that's T, boo. So Cash Out, sorry. Okay, we hope that all things work out for you. Okay. All right, on to the next. My girl Glorilla. Yeah, Glow. Oh, it was so sad that Glorilla, she went to jail allegedly, for something that she didn't even do, and that's what gets me, I'm sitting here. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Where you at? Okay, there's my group, because I send everything to my best friends. So, TMZ reported, right? Where is it? Okay, here we go. She was the victim for crying out loud. Now, y'all know this is how they get the girls, right? Glorilla wasn't even anywhere in town, right? So TMZ says we broke the story on Glorilla being arrested in Georgia for drug felony possession earlier today, and her legal team is calling the charges a total outrage of justice. The rapper wasn't even at home. Yeah, clock that. Okay, and another thing. I love how y'all want to take everything from the LGBTQ, the LBGTQ LGBTQ, okay, the gays. I tried to say a fancy way. T.S. Madison says it something cute. But y'all try to take our things, you use our lingo, and I love it. Okay, I be here for it. Okay, I be here for it. But let me say this. If you gonna clock it. Not clock it. Clock it. Not clock it. We don't season nothing. Okay? We're not seasoning nobody. But clock it. Let me go full screen because maybe y'all need to see this. We don't clock it. Okay? Don't be like clock it or clock it. No. We're not old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. It's not this. It's clock it. Not clock it with a thumb and this. Clock it. It's T. It's T. Now, baby, the ballroom culture been doing that for a long time because we when we feel it, you see, it's so natural. I don't even have to think about it's this. Whether it's this hand or this hand. I'm so tired of seeing y'all clock it the wrong way. So let me help you. It's no shade. It ain't no. Now that's T, boo. Clock it. Okay, not clock it. Clock it. Not clock it. I'm gonna tell you, my little god baby, who is 2 years old. I was on the phone with her today, and she said, "Clock it." Right fingers and all. So it ain't no excuse why you adults can't get it right, okay, when we say clock it. All right? Okay. School's back in session. So, TMZ broke the news, but her lawyers was like, this is crazy. This is absurd. I can't even believe, like, y'all are putting this narrative out. So let me read the story. Let me get quickly to the story. Hold on. I lost it as soon as I was trying to teach y'all how to clock it. Here we go. So she wasn't even at home, and it was told that Glorilla's house was broken into this weekend, right? By the time the cops arrived, the suspects were gone, but the investigation says that they encountered weed in their search. So, you know, Atlanta is Atlanta and California is California. I'm going to just keep it that. We are the green state over here in California. But Atlanta want to be us so bad. Well, y'all got to get them. Babe, can you bring me my charger? Hold on, y'all, because we don't need another episode of what happened. It's about to die. Hold on. We'll be right back. Give me a break. We back. And 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 we back. Okay? So, Glorilla wasn't even at home, right? So the fact that during the search of somebody that broke into her house, California is California and Atlanta is Atlanta. Now they saying during our search, we found some ganja, right? But by the time the investigators say they encountered the weed in their search for the burglars, and the rapper was then charged with felony of drug possession. So when the news broke and they tried to make it seem like, oh, Glorilla caught with some Mary Jane on her, she's going down. No, the tea was, and this is what this is the sad part, right? It's not legal in Atlanta. Do they do it? I'm sure, of course, they do. You can smoke cigarettes, but you can't smoke weed. Crazy. Atlanta, y'all like Wakanda down there, change it up. I every time I visit, I'm sneaking and dodging. Missy Elliott and Lil Kim and it, trying to smoke my, So change the rules, right? So the messed up part about this, she was not home. But because in the state of Georgia, having anything probably over an eighth is going to send you to the grinder, okay? You're going to the grinder, okay? That guy that we've got in the office, this is how he talks. You have anything like that in your possessions, you're going down, okay? Meanwhile, while he sits over there on the left wing of the White House, blowing down, face be red and eyes be bloodshot, he'd be like, I'm so high. I'm so high. God bless America. Okay, so I don't get why we can't, because he putting us on all this amount of stress. So the fact that she was not at home, but her stuff was in the privacy of her home, and because she had a break-in, and y'all end up looking around trying to see what could have been damaged or torn up or anything in the break-in, y'all didn't find that, but you come across some marijuana, and because maybe she has more than the amount that she's supposed to have in her home, she is now charged with a felony. So when you see my girl and she gave you that mug shot right there, that was kind of like, yeah, this is some petty, it's crazy. Despite they executed a search of the area with the K9 teams and drone unit, detectives also respond to the scene, and deputies reported detect a strong odor. They get so dramatic with this stuff. They don't smoke. It's 2025. Everybody that job ain't drug testing is smoking weed. We are in America, for God's sakes. It's driving us crazy. We got to come home at the end of the day and just relax and, Whew. So, after all that, they found a significant amount of marijuana that was discovered in plain view in the closet of the master bedroom, right? In her own bedroom. So that's what she's fighting right now. The judges said it's absurd. I feel you weren't called out here to be snooping through my house. What was you doing in my closet anyway? Okay, yeah, you talking about, they trying to see if they break. No. And that's not what we're here for. So, I'm sorry, Glow. I know they're going to get you out. You just go to court, beat it. Next time, let's get you something built so you can hide it. Because I know it was probably a couple of pounds, okay? Because Glow blows down, okay? Allegedly. Okay? Because we don't smoke out here in these streets. So Glow, we gonna hold you down, all right? You're gonna be all right. All right, y'all. Jackie Christie karate chops the hell out of her daughter. Oh my God, did y'all see it? Okay, you said you didn't? Well, let me run it for you. Let's see if it's ready to be played. All right, let's make me smaller and make it bigger. Whoa! Oh, whoa! You see it? It happened so quick. We're going to talk about it. Now, I don't want to do the audio because I don't want them coming for me. But I'm kind of feeling like they're going to probably see it already. I just hope it ain't got no music with it. because I don't want to get flagged. But on this next go round, we're going to listen to the audio. I've had enough. Okay? Chantel Christie, she goes by saying, I'll start by saying, if you've ever dealt with a toxic mother, then you truly have no idea, okay, what it feels like, as painful as it is, to watch these moments of my life play out on TV. I know my younger self is proud of the woman who I am stood up for herself. The truth is, this dynamic isn't rare. Okay, she ain't lied there. It happens more in families than we would like to admit. Can we have a real conversation? Narcissism, jealousy, lies, lacks of accountability, gaslighting, abuse, hiding assault, etc. We're just taught to keep this in the house and suffer in silence because what goes on in a black house stays in a black house. I chose to break that cycle. What you witnessed was a masterclass in narcissism and someone lighting the fire behind the scenes and then walking away to look like this isn't an art. They are not an arson. I know what really happened on and off camera all season long. So no, the internet cannot bully me into submission. Y'all, the character TV, I know my mother. Y'all know the character TV. She touched my arm. I pushed her off. She swung. Plain and simple. It's unfair things played out like this way, and I wish it never had happened. If you knew our history, then you knew that this was a long time coming. I'm not at all proud of my choices this season, but I am not ashamed. This is my real life, and I doubt anyone is judging lives a perfect life. I see all the hate mail. I see the judgment. But I also see the messages that say, I've dealt with this too. This reminds me of much of my situation. To those with a heart and understanding, I see you, and I appreciate your vulnerability. Those who are with me, those who have met me with threats, vile statements, and extreme judgment, may you never understand my pain. Celebrating my darkest moments says more about you than it ever will about me. I have always been misunderstood, and this chapter of my life is no different. But I will answer to God, not imperfect strangers who will never walk a step in my shoes. I keep my head up and in peace and focus as I continue to grow as a mother, a wife, and a woman. CCJ. Whoa! So here's my take on the Christie, Jackie situation. Now, I see y'all over here in the comments, okay? I see y'all in the comments. All right? But we all saw what we saw, okay? Jackie got up. I truly believe Jackie was getting up to go open the door and tell her, I need you to get out. Because I see myself going there, and if you don't get out of this room, it's going to go there. I believe Chantel did not want her to go to the door. And because Chantel, I truly believe, honey, that you were in a moment of rage. As you stated, you ain't for the bullshit no more. So whether you want to believe it or not, but what I saw is you nudge her arm. Now, because you are your mother's child, and I don't want you to think that you just got this anger from, Uncle Doug. Because Auntie Jackie don't play. And we've clearly seen her tie women up with a bow and put them on the stage. What you witnessed is a version of your mother that you probably never wanted to witness. But this is two women, okay? I see a lot of people talking about mother, child. Yes, the dynamic is a mother and child. But she's not a child anymore. She's a grown ASS woman. So whether she wanted to be seen as a child, she should have came a different way. Because you showed up with your big girl panties on. And I think you wanted to do everything you intended to do because you were in a moment. So now don't beat your mother up because she was in a moment. Because you provoked her to a place. I don't know what happened on and off camera. And it's not really probably my place because they didn't show it. We can only talk about what we see, my love. And I get that we have toxic relationships with our parentals. They weren't given a handbook. I think I was telling somebody this today. We either got to get in two places with our parents, okay? Y'all listen to me carefully. We either got to get in two places with our parents. Accept them for where they're at or don't deal with them at all. Accept them for where they're at or don't deal with them at all. Because our parents are our parents, just like their parents were their parents, and their parents were their parents. Everybody grew up in a time where they see things, they view things, they digest things, they learn things, they unlearn, they relearn, they're open, they're receptive. Some aren't, some are. That's just how they grow through life. It's nobody's job. For one, it's really not our job to try to be our parents' parent. We are the child. You want to parent somebody? You go lay down and have some kids, or you shoot her up, okay? Or you go out and you get vitro, okay? However, the God Fairy will wing you some kids. But that's when you become a parent. We can't sit here and tell people how to dynamic and run their relationships. And for those that have toxic relationships with their parents, you either are going to accept them for where they're at, work on the relationship. You go put yourself in therapy because they're not going to give you the answer for every childhood hurt that you had to endure. I'm sorry. I went through it too. Hello, I did. And I'm not trying to sound insensitive, but one thing I've realized is that the therapy is for me, not for them, because I'm still hurting. They're not. They don't even know. They're not even aware. So if they're not any of that, what'll make you think that you're going to do some changing, my dear? So let me save you the emotions, the headache, the hurt, and the pain, and go to therapy. Chantel, I don't know if you're in therapy, but I feel like there's a lot that you need to unpack. And as you said, you make a lot of references to over the years. I don't want to believe, but allegedly a part of me believes that you wanted to embarrass your mother on national television because of hurt that you're feeling. And I'm not saying that you set up and you thought that out, but a part of you wants the world to know the Jackie Christie at home that hurt you instead of the Jackie Christie that the world so loves. She probably wasn't always right. She probably didn't make every choice and didn't make the mistakes. I mean, she probably made some mistakes. She probably did not give you everything you wanted. But she gave you probably a life that a lot of people didn't have. And all of you guys are spoiled by Uncle Doug, Candy Burris flies above. I fly above all the drama. I fly above. I fly above. I fly above. It's beneath me. Okay, he is so above it. But I really, truly believe that at some point, Chantel wanted us to see her mother in a light. And the sister, on the other hand, who I feel struggles from having to be the dark sister, and I can say this because I'm dark, and I had a whole pretty to be dark skin segment that I'm working on, and I pray it surfaces back around. But is my light not light enough? And pretty to be dark skin are two Konversation with K originals. I ain't seen nobody out there do them yet, so if you see them titles, they stole it from me. I put them out there, but I already got them saved in the vault. I I truly feel like the other sister has a different story. She don't have the Chantel story. She pretty much is saying Chantel's a liar. Okay? I don't know if she wants to just be on television. The thing about television, once you sip the juice, it's in you. And we all want some money right now. And so we're willing to do and sign up and do what we got to do. The one thing I appreciate about this, and I'm going to move on. We're going to close out with the T app. The one thing that I appreciate about this, though, is that she said that this is actually the reality of some of the things that a lot of women and mothers are going through, in so many words. And it is true. A lot of women and mothers, we need to heal our relationships, and we really need to sit down and think about the two. Okay? There's only two ways to go with your parents, and fixing them is not one. Okay? It's not one. We are not in the place to fix our parents. As much as we want to be, and as much as we feel that, oh, I am the fixer, God's the fixer, not us. You got to let it go and give it to God. And either accept them for where they at and work on the relationship and cultivate the relationship that you want, or you leave them alone and you go on with your life. You have a beautiful family and you become a parent. I really pray that as much as we got to see the fallout of Chantel and Jackie happen on national television, we also get to see the remake and the unity and the awareness that we need to bring. Like, we get to see the closure of it too. I hope we just don't leave it on a Zeus nasty high, because y'all bought this far to the television. So next season, I hope you come on there. I hope they don't bring the sister on and then make it sisters versus sisters, because I think we've seen that already. But I do think we do need a Jackie and a family dinner. Jackie, I love you, auntie. I do. And you have ponderosas for all the girls all the time. But I think it's time to call for a family rosa. And auntie, you may have to sit there for a little bit. Now, look, it's not your job to get anything convinced over to them that you are going to change by any means necessary. Because you can only be me. What Mary J. Blige say? I can only be me. Yeah. So take me. Okay? Take me as I am. Or have nothing at all. Okay? Message. Because that's a real thing too. And that's the thing too. We don't have control over life or death. So when God pulls anybody's number, whether it could be the child or the mother's, you're not going to have time. And I've sat around too many people and I've heard, oh, I wish I could have, or the should. Even if you ain't saying it, your face is saying it. So you don't have time to just think that you could put your mama on ice and you can deal with it whenever you want to. Know that you will have to deal with whatever consequences there is. Whether you rebuild the relationship, there is positive consequences that come with that, because God is going to bless you. Whether you don't rebuild the relationship, they reap negative consequences. It is what it is. We got to do one thing: honor. But parents can't provoke. Okay? All right, y'all. Now that's tea. Now, can we really get into some things? The T app. Oh my God. And I think I got some exclusive. And I think I'm going to cut this part out. And y'all. Wait a minute. Look at this. Hold on. So, if y'all haven't heard, now look at this. This is some tea. They got T app Philly bringing you the kettle. So the T app, T app. The T app. This is the tea for Philly. We just gonna use this one. Because this ain't nobody out here. And if this video reach Philly, I'm sorry. So this is the T app, right? The T app right now is the #1 app. Okay? So if y'all want an insight on like what it looks like, this is your prime example right here. Okay? There's a picture, there's a name, there's an age, there's red flags, and there's green flags. And then there's a slew of comments. As you can see here, this is 13 comments. Now, I said I wasn't going to talk about the T app, but I got an exclusive, and I'm going to talk about the exclusive after this. But some people be like, what's the T app? Does the Bay Area have a... Oh, if somebody can find the Bay Area T app, please send it to me. So the T app is an app where women are now going on this app. It is only for women only. And yes, you have to get pre-screened. They want you to take a selfie, show them tatas, make sure you're giving real fish, okay? They want to see it. So my sisters can get on there, okay? Not the ones that still got milk duds, but the ones that's giving the girls, okay? So I got some tea. I was given the privilege to see on the app. And I'm going to just say this. I got people in my family that's on the app. Thank God I'm gay, because I sure ain't on the app. But I got some people that's on the app. And the app was supposed to be created for women to go on there to be able to be informed about men in their community and the red flags or the good flags that they should be looking out for when dating. Well, when I tell you, when the street hit wind and people start getting wind of this T app, they went on to start having, I believe, they mamas look. It just, and I mean, people are leaving comments. They want to know about everything. He still live with his mama. Look, they're going in on every... Oh, okay. They're going in. Reason why they are going in on everybody, and they're uploading a picture. So you put your picture up. So this is Suave. See, look, somebody said, look what they was doing last night. He got 5 red flags. Some people have 18. You know, I wouldn't even let this. He got an imaginary club. Also, picture you know, they are giving all the tea on everybody. Okay? So women, if you need to know if your man is some tea, log on to the T app. Now here's the thing, y'all. This T app is going to do a few things. It's going to mess up the community. Yeah, it's definitely going to mess up the dating world, because what this app too has turned into, because the men had one too and it got shut down really quick. It was called something app, but they started just going on their posts and nudities and blasting women because they felt like women were degrading the men over on the T app. It's like you're defaming my name. Now I don't know if defaming was the right word, but I think it is. But it's going to really mess up the dating app. So if you ask me, I say have fun with it while it lasts, but I don't think it's an app that should be up. I think if you want to know the real of somebody, stop jumping so quick to have STX, like Life Jennings said, and go out on dates. Have more conversations. Talk for a while. I think the problem is we're jumping right into each other's panties and drawers so quick, like 2-3 days in, and then that's all we ever do. Then you don't find anything else, but then all these red flags start to come out. Well, if you'd slow down a little bit, grab the wall, maybe you wouldn't find yourself in these situations. Slow down, okay? That's no shade. It's no shade. It's no shade. But I am really scared for the app. I think women I think men is telling their mamas to like, hey mama, download this app so I can see if I'm on there. Some of them are taking it a little too far on some of these men. I believe even the app, some of the boundaries, background checks, criminal records, telephone, like it's almost like it's an FBI page. So y'all better kind of be easy on who y'all setting up. Like what I say earlier, okay, it be the women that's always setting up our men to take them down. Because Yussy runs the world, and you men fall right for it. You fall right. Oh, I'm about to dive in. You go right in. Learn something from this, okay? But this app is out. And I will be on the app until I'm not on the app, okay? And I'm not going to release my sources. But if you want to find out about your man, if you're having some second guess of cheating while the app is out, upload his picture. And every time you get a notification, every time somebody comments on the picture, you'll get a notification. It's spicy. But here's the exclusive news. This is why I say I'm worried about the app. And hopefully I might be the first one to break this. So I'm going to need y'all to really re-clip this version after I do it. And I'm going to share it. And I need y'all to really help me share it. But out here, the T app in Oakland, California, allegedly, the T app has caused a murder. And I only say allegedly, but I got information. So a woman goes to her man for the T app. And supposedly from what I hear out here on the streets, now my information comes from some credible people. But from what I hear on the streets, when she confronted him about that T app, not only did he off her, but he offed himself. And this came from the T app. Okay? She went finding, put that picture up, and people got to talking. So this is the fear that I also have with this app. It's not going to bring positive things. So y'all better get it while you can, because I have a strong feeling that it won't be lasting for long. And this is not that I want to wish bad on it, but yes, allegedly there was a murder already that happened and went down over the T app. Breaking news from Konversation with K. July 24th at 9:16. You heard it here first. And I'm going to repost this, cut this out, and share it. And y'all make sure y'all share this video. But yes, and I'm going to try to do some more research, but yes, already a murder has allegedly been attached to the T app because a woman went to go confront her boyfriend, and this happened in Oakland, California, today, if I'm not mistaken, because I got the tea today, and he took her life and turned around and took his. So, yeah, yesterday. Okay, so it happened yesterday. So it's real. And this is where this app is going to go, because men are not going to play these games that women like to play. And it's just not them. Like, you know, they don't have therapy, and they go quick to anger. So I don't feel like we should be pushing them. You know, it's already hard out here for them to be a black man. And now to go on a page where you're getting smeared every, chart. I got burned. He got this. He still live with his mama. I mean, they're saying everything. So if you ain't got your stuff together, like a real man, like they say, Whether you on your own, you got your own money, you doing everything on your own. Yeah, you on that app. You on that app. Well, tonight has been a great show. I'm sorry if you were on the T app. That's some tea. Jackie, Christie, Chantel, we want to see a reconcile. Get it together. Cash out. I'm going to write you. I'm going to put some money on your books. And Glorilla, put a song out. Let these niggas know that I get high, 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 high. This was another show, y'all. I'm glad and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure you like this video right now. Comment to this video. Subscribe to the channel. And for those that do the rewatch, thank you for rewatching because those views count too. Make sure you leave your comments because I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your opinions and I want to know your tea. Is it crazy that the T app can really go this far and is causing allegedly murders out here on the streets? Should we see a reconcile for Jackie, Christie, and Chantel? Is it really Glorilla's fault that she wasn't at home but then got hit with a charge, allegedly? I don't think it is. And we all got to put a GoFundMe together to put money on Cash Out's books. Hopefully Diddy will help him out because he got off on a RICO charge, so he still got money. This was a late night conversation with your boy K. It is Thursday. I will be back soon. I don't know when. So if you want to make sure you don't miss me, hit that notification bell. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. And make sure that all things conversation with K, from Untold Conversations to Let's Have a Convo to Late Night Conversation, you got that bell on. Because you don't want to miss. Because I'm your favorite boy, the one and only, the only K. Okay, that's going to give it to you this way. The real, the raw, and the truth. Because sometimes conversations got to be had. Have to be had. I will see y'all when I see y'all. And until then, stay fabulous and clock it. All right? Good night, y'all. We out.